Can you believe that? We're fucking early. That's good. It gives everybody time to get into the chat. Yeah. We're getting This is sounds interesting. So I found this TED Talk. Like, it says sleep is your superpower.
Thank you very much. Well, I would like to start with testicles. Men who sleep 5 hours a night have significantly smaller testicles than those who sleep 7 hours or more. In addition, men who routinely sleep just 4 to 5 hours a night will have a level of testosterone, which is that of someone 10 years their senior. So a lack of sleep will age a man by a decade in terms of that critical aspect of wellness. And we see equivalent impairments in female reproductive health caused by a lack of sleep.
A lack of sleep will age a man by a decade, he says. This is worth listening to. So interesting, like what Spirit had me click on and how he started. I would like to start with testicles. Oh man, that's funny. Let's bring it back
Men
up
who
there.
routinely sleep just 4 to 5 hours a night will have a level of testosterone, which is that of someone 10 years their senior. So a lack of sleep will age a man by a decade in terms of that critical aspect of wellness. And we see equivalent impairments in female reproductive health caused by a lack of sleep. This is the best news that I have for you today. From this point, it may only get worse. Not only will I tell you about the wonderfully good things that happen when you get sleep, but the alarmingly bad things that happen when you don't get enough, both for your brain and for your body. Let me start with the brain and the functions of learning and memory. Because what we've discovered over the past 10 or so years is that you need sleep after learning to essentially hit the save button on those new memories so that you don't forget. But recently we discovered that you also need sleep before learning. And now to actually prepare your brain, almost like a dry sponge, ready to initially soak up new information. And without sleep, the memory circuits of the brain essentially become waterlogged, as it were, and you can't absorb new memories. So let me show you the data. Here in this study, we decided to test the hypothesis that pulling the all-nighter was a good idea. So we took a group of individuals and we assigned them to one of two experimental groups, a sleep group and a sleep deprivation group. Now, the sleep group, they're going to get a full 8 hours of slumber. But the deprivation group, we're going to keep them awake in the laboratory under full supervision. There's no naps or caffeine, by the way, so it's miserable for everyone involved. And then the next day, we're going to place those participants inside an MRI scanner. And we're going to have them try and learn a whole list of new facts as we're taking snapshots of brain activity. And then we're going to test them to see how effective that learning has been. And that's what you're looking at here on the vertical axis. And when you put those two groups head to head, what you find is a quite significant 40% deficit in the ability of the brain to make new memories without sleep. I think this should be concerning considering what we know is happening to sleep in our education populations right now. In fact, to put that in context, it would be the difference in a child acing an exam versus failing it miserably, 40%. And we've gone on to discover what goes wrong within your brain to produce these types of learning disabilities.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, it's all new. What can PDF spaces with AI do? Drag in research, drop in thought.
And there's a structure that sits on the left and the right side, produce these types of learning disabilities populations right now. In fact, to put that in context, it would be the difference in a child acing an exam versus failing it miserably, 40%. And we've gone on to discover what goes wrong within your brain to produce these types of learning disabilities. And there's a structure that sits on the left and the right side of your brain called the hippocampus. And you can think of the hippocampus almost like the informational inbox of your brain. It's very good at receiving new memory files and then holding on to them. And when you look at this structure in those people who had a full night of sleep, we saw lots of healthy learning related activity. Yet in those people who were sleep deprived, we actually couldn't find any significant signal whatsoever. So it's almost as though sleep deprivation had shut down your memory inbox, and any new incoming files, they were just being bounced. You couldn't effectively commit new experiences to memory. So that's the bad that can happen if I were to take sleep away from you. But let me just come back to that control group for a second. Do you remember those folks that got a full 8 hours of sleep? Well, we can ask a very different question. What is it about the physiological quality of your sleep when you do get it that restores and enhances your memory and learning ability each and every day? And by placing electrodes all over the head, what we've discovered is that there are big, powerful brain waves that happen during the very deepest stages of sleep that have riding on top of them these spectacular bursts of electrical activity that we call sleep spindles. And it's the combined quality of these deep sleep brain waves that acts like a file transfer mechanism at night, shifting memories from a short-term vulnerable reservoir to a more permanent long-term storage site within the brain, and therefore protecting them, making them safe. And it is important that we understand what during sleep actually transacts these memory benefits, because there are real medical and societal implications. And let me just tell you about one area that we've moved this work out into clinically, which is the context of aging and dementia. Because it's, of course, no secret that as we get older, our learning and memory abilities begin to fade and decline. But what we've also discovered is that a physiological signature of aging is that your sleep gets worse, especially that deep quality of sleep that I was just discussing. And only last year, we finally published evidence that these two things, they're not simply co-occurring, they are significantly interrelated. And it suggests that the disruption of deep sleep is an underappreciated factor that is contributing to cognitive decline or memory decline in aging, and most recently, we've discovered in Alzheimer's disease as well. Now, I know this is remarkably depressing news. It's in the mail, it's coming at you, but there's a potential silver lining here. Unlike many of the other factors that we know are associated with aging, for example, changes in the physical structure of the brain, that's fiendishly difficult to treat. But that sleep is a missing piece in the explanatory puzzle of aging and Alzheimer's is exciting because we may be able to do something about it. And one way that we are approaching this at my sleep center is not by using sleeping pills, by the way. Unfortunately, they are blunt instruments that do not produce naturalistic sleep. Instead, we're actually developing a method based on this. It's called direct current brain stimulation. You insert a small amount of voltage into the brain, so small you typically don't feel it, but it has a measurable impact. Now, if you apply this stimulation during sleep in young, healthy adults, as if you're sort of singing in time with those deep sleep brainwaves, not only can you amplify the size of those deep sleep brainwaves, but in doing so, we can almost double the amount of memory benefit that you get from sleep. The question now is whether we can translate this same affordable, potentially portable piece of technology into older adults and those with dementia. Can we restore?
He kind of got like kind of lost me with the whole voltage going into the brain. The voltage, like, um, interesting topic, ain't it? But sleep is important. Stop dancing to the sound of your oppression. What is that? That sounds interesting.
This episode is sponsored by Visit Philadelphia. Philadelphia isn't just the birthplace of democracy, it's where big ideas still take center stage. Interesting. TED and Visit Philadelphia are teaming up on a special series exploring what democracy looks like today through live events, personal stories, and conversations that reflect the power of community. Want to hear more and maybe be part of what's next? Visit visitphilly.com/TED to learn more. That's visitphilly.com/TED. This episode is sponsored by Grow Therapy. When life feels overwhelmed, process actually manageable. They connect you with thousands of licensed therapists. Whether you're dealing, some pay as little as $0. This episode is brought to you by On the Closer to Match Day. TED Talks Daily. I'm Elise Hugh. Music carries tremendous power to connect us to ourselves and one another. But only a tiny percentage of music producers identify as women, which means the songs we turn up in our cars or in our earbuds can end up spreading harmful ideas about women. In her TED 2020 talk, Madam Gandhi shares an alternative track. It features something refreshing. This episode is sponsored by Visit Philadelphia. Philadelphia, the power of community.
Hangouts
and no overdraft fees. And while I have no problem with male fantasies and the beats, and then I ask the Capital One MA member, and I'll find myself loving.
Okay. I think we're here now.
So
Okay.
often, I'll take a fitness class, or I'll go to a music venue, or really anywhere that plays music in the background, and I'll find myself loving the rhythms and the melodies and the beats. And then I take a second to listen to the lyrics that, for example, place us in a position of subservience that we would never tolerate in any other context. And I'm aghast at the degree to which we normalize sexism in our culture. I listen to this music and I'm like, I don't want to have to turn up to the sound of my own oppression. You know, music is one of the most powerful forms of communication because it has the potential to either uplift or oppress. Music caters to the emotions. Music caters to the soul. Music opens up our soul. It opens up our channels to receive information about somebody else's walk of life, to inform our own roles. And while I have no problem with male fantasy, what I do have a problem with is that according to a recent study, only 2.6% of all music producers identify as women. That means an even smaller percentage identify as trans or gender nonconforming. And why does this matter?
Italiano.
Because if we don't own and control our own narrative, somebody else will tell our story for us. And they will get it wrong, perpetuating the very myths that hold us back. And I'm not here to tell other people how to make their music. but I am here to provide and design the alternative. One strategy I take in my music is making uplifting and percussive vocal beats.
But who's talking? She says she makes
Without
music?
contributing to the oppression of anybody else.
Oh, is it
It's
Madame
the same
Gandhi?
reason as to why we excuse so many problematic lyrics. It's because we love how the beats make us feel. An example of this
I always
is my
say it's
song,
in the
Top Gun.
beats. The beats be so good and the lyrics be just like garbage sometimes, like why is that?
I took off my unnoted vacation, so I have more time. No bubbles, too trouble, my clear state of mind. One thing to know, I'm not here to please. They're tied up, I do it properly. But time is not your property. When I'm productive like my ovaries. Hey, keep it from broken to breathe. Basic rights and her liberty. Free from insecurity. The world's projecting onto me. Please do not trouble me when I focus. The future is you know, you already know this. I'm fighting against the corruption. I'm still the same.
Hi, Albert. Is this like her song? I'm so confused. It was supposed to
To keep
be.
making sex positive, beautiful music about joy and freedom. I want us to embrace our own pleasure just as much as we
Miss
embrace our own
Badu, can I see
I
the
want us to
outfit?
celebrate
No, it's not an outfit. It's just shorts and a shirt.
multidimensional aspects of our human existence, rather than perform false narratives of degrading sexuality in order to feel accepted or loved. And another strategy that I take in my music to combat the misogyny that exists on the airwaves is to visually depict the very world I wished we lived in. In the music video for my song "See Me Through," which is like a vibey, queer, electronic R&B song, I cast two of my dear friends, Anya and Deja, to play the role of the lovers because they're married in real life. But what you don't know is that they also are behind the camera, concepting and directing the entire video.
Mhm.
Music should be safe and accessible for all to experience. It's not about losing the sex appeal or swag that music has. It's about writing messages that infuse tenderness and positivity into music that motivates us and challenges us.
Yes.
We believe that there's
Write music that motivates and challenges. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. You don't have to take the sex out of it. You don't have to take all the fun out of it. Wu Tang forever. Like I know Wu Tang, but like how I know music and could like recite the words verbatim. I don't know Wu Tang like that. Not to like recite their whole song. This is how we got here. I was in line getting my food, and I said, you know what? Sign up for the live. Sign up. I was like, schedule the live. I was like, I'm gonna go eat with you guys. What are you doing this Saturday night? Like, are you going out? What are you doing? Are you just home chilling? What are you doing? You signed up for my life. What type of beer you drinking? I love IPAs. IPAs are lit. Blue moon. That reminds me of Selena. I saw you standing alone. You saw me standing alone? Where, outside? Why you ain't say hi? I was thinking that, I'm like, is that the rest of the song lyric that he's putting in? Is that the rest of In my head, I have blue moon. Yes, we belong together. It's probably two different songs. I'm like meshing in one. Never mind. Let me eat. Eduardo, good evening. This is good. I got extra fajitas, extra corn, extra avocado. Perfect. Oh, this song is called Soul Balance. Bon appetit. I used to have a business partner, um, Gal, and he always used to say when he saw me eating, Bon appetit, mashallah. He called me Masha. He called me mashallah. Masha. He'd be like, Bon appetit, Masha. Bon appetit, mashallah. Right? Bambina. Thanks for sitting and chilling and eating with me, guys. That's mad cool. We got the music. It's like we in a lounge. All the time. And he totally just changed my name to Masha. He knows it's Misha, but he would just call me Masha or Mashallah, which when I found out the name, when I did research on the word Mashallah, I was so happy he always called me that. I was like, I know that's right. You're not bored. You're not bored. You can't be bored in my energy. You're never bored. Even if you're just sitting there in silence, you're meditating. It's not boredom, it's meditation. You're never bored. You're doing something. You found something to do. You signed up for a live, a Saturday Night Live with Niche. You can't be bored in my energy. No one's bored over here. We always have something to do, even if we're just resting. Did you hear what we was listening to in the beginning of this live? How your sleep is your superpower? If you feel bored, go to sleep. Go lie down. You might dream something powerful. I know, right? We're mad cool. We're talking, chilling, and then you tell me something, and then I turn into your mom, and I'm like, go to your bed. You're bored? Go read a book. You're bored? Go sit in silence and meditate. Don't talk about being bored. There is so much things to do in this world, and with technology, there is so much to learn. You can never be bored. Get a blank page and write something. You don't even have to have a topic what you're going to write about. You could just write. There is no boredom. Not ever. Even if we didn't have technology, that's good. Where is the wine? My wine is right here. Cheers. Thanks for asking, Eduardo. You're so cute. Salud. Salud. Oh my gosh. My wine and your blue moon. Salud. That's so cool. Italiano, where are you? In Italy? Or are you in America? This is so cool. We're having like a virtual dinner date. We're having like a virtual hangout with my pen pals from across the globe. That's so cute. The word clink. That is too cute. Look at you. You're on the East Coast? Okay. 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 I just heard the answer you're looking for is West. I heard that the other day, and in my head, I was just like, okay, north, south, east, west. All right. Gotta go that way. What are the voices in your head saying to you? Voices in my head telling I should do better. Oh man, I'm actually full now. When I finish eating, that's when I'm off this live with you guys. I just wanted to eat with you. Like I said, I was in line getting the food, and I was just like, schedule the live. Go eat with the guys. I'll go wherever you are. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. I'm shattering. You go solo no longer. I'll be there for sure. Luck of the draw. You, that's my lottery one. A gem in the rough. I could be a finishing touch. So wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. I'm going with you, babe. Going, going, going. Such a beautiful song. Luck of the draw. You, that's my lottery one. I'm glad you signed up too. I'm glad you signed up too. I don't usually eat on YouTube. My daughter says I need a whole ASMR channel because I chew so loud. But I only eat on my OnlyFans. I don't really be eating over here. But it's cool. You guys are cool. I could come and eat with you once in a while, right? I know. I shouldn't be like that. You're right. Wherever you go, I'm going with you, babe. Going with you, babe. Confirmation. There goes the lights. Lights out, baby. That's the lights. That's the, yep. I'm turning the lights off and I'm coming with you right now. Lights off, close the door, lock it up. Got your keys, got your wallet? Let's go. Hmm. So good. I'm glad you like the live streams, Eduardo. hmm I'm so full right now. Like this, I swear this is the last bite. It has to be because if it's not, I'm a bust. I'm a bust open. Bust it wide open. Let me put it. Get your mind out of that place, Niche. Come on. Mm. Throw that ass in a circle. I don't know why that song comes in my head sometimes. I don't even know who sings that song. And the only reason why I know that song is because it came in my head once and I had to look it up. Throw that ass in a circle. What? Throw that ass in a circle. Oh no! A corn. My corn fell. That was amazing. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. That was that was everything I need and more. You are my lady. You're all I need and more. Yes, truly, that was everything I needed and more. And I still have like food for breakfast, lunch, and maybe dinner tomorrow. Can you believe that? Let me put in my rewards. Bro, if you guys like Chipotle, you better have the app because I be getting free meals and it's like so nice. Free chips and guac, free avocado, like you just free queso. You just get rewards and points, you know? It's really cool. I love it. I love points. Mr. Gamer. Mr. Gamer. What's goody? What game you playing? And I hope you're over there getting things done while hope you're just not playing games out here. You playing the game? What do you want? PS4? Among Us? Among Us is a game? You want a PS5? Your name is Mr. Gamer. I am shocked you don't have a PS5, Nintendo 64, and you're not up live streaming on Twitch playing games, getting paid for it. Like, because if your name is Mr. Gamer, you sound like that's like a passion of yours to play games. I'm surprised you're not making a game. Are you making a game? Are you inventing your own game? Like in an app or something? Mr. Gamer, come on. You gotta put some life behind that name now. You know, like you know, you do voice acting? Like the voices like saying the Incredibles or like Happy Feet or stuff like that? That would be totally cool, mate. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Voice acting sounds interesting though. When you say voice acting though, what do you mean? Because when I thought of it, I was just like, all right, like you do the voice. Oh, when it's like a cartoon and the person talking behind it, that's like voiceovers. So YouTube voice acting. I must look that up one day and see. Italiano, how about you take off the all caps so you're not yelling at everybody in the chat and you're not yelling at me? Somebody told me that once, like, I think it was my daughter, because I just heard, like, Mom, why are you putting all the words in all caps? Like, you're yelling at people. So, how do you like voice acting, Mr. Gamer? That's interesting. Voice acting.
Now we got 30 seconds on the clock. We're gonna see how many of your iconic characters you can do. You ready? King Candy, Wreck-It Ralph. Duke of Wesselton, Frozen. I'm Dance I Can Trick You with the Face of a Monkey. Yeah, right? K2SO, Rogue One. Congratulations, you are being rescued. Alistair Cray, Big Hero 6. Robots or something. Hey, Moana. Joker, Harley Quinn. Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce? Duke Weaselton, Zootopia. Weaselton? No, wait, Weaselton. Hi, Weaselton. Hey, have a donut, copper. Tuk Tuk Ryan, Last Dragon.
Interesting, okay.
Voice actor, and these are 10 popular tones I'm asked to use when I'm providing the voiceover for a project. When doing text to speech, you have to maintain a consistent and clear tone so the program can read anything, which gets really weird in the recording sessions when you're saying words taken from shocking news headlines. This read is called detached, casual, conversational, and it's supposed to actually sound like a real person talking while they're just mindlessly scrolling. This is called a bright read. You'll usually hear this when big department stores want you to know that they have denim for the entire family. This is a warning. And you'll hear this when someone is trying to make you feel emotional about animals, coming home for the holidays, or anything else that's meant to make you get just a little misty-eyed. And this one, I call this the Joan Krasinski conversational read. And it's when you're just supposed to sound like the guy. Some people might call it a chatty read, and you might hear some little vocal flavorings here and there. This also, of course, works in a more traditional feminine read, when it's supposed to sound like you're just talking to a friend. Hi, I'm a full-time voice actor, and these are 10 popular.
Okay.
For a project. When doing text to speech, you have to maintain a consistent and clear tone so the program can read anything, which gets really weird in the recording sessions when you're saying words taken from shocking news headlines. This read is called detached casual.
That's so cool. So your job sounds fun, Mr. Gamer.
Voice actor. Voice actor. Never mind, let's go. Never mind, let's go. I'm a voice actor. Kinky. Come on, keep talking dirty. Kinky. Come on, keep talking dirty. I'm a voice actor.
Okay, okay.
I'm a voice actor. What? What do you want? Do a voice. I'm not doing a voice. Do a voice. I don't want to do a voice.
I love you, Dad, but we don't even know if the kid's gonna be a vampire. I'd be thrilled if the baby's human just like Johnny.
Is it shorts weather where we're going? Come on. Everybody likes that song.
Wow, is this behavior getting you sick?
That's that guy?
Back again just to make your grandkid like vampire.
He looks like that rodent. That's mean, right? Oh boy. Yes, I know Italians yell. That's why you have it all in all caps. I see. I get it. I get it because you're Italian. I get it. So now every time I read your comment, I'm gonna picture you doing like this. This was a cool hangout. I'm excited to see what next Saturday brings for us. Forget about it. Italiano, you sound bad cool. When's your birthday? When's your birthday? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Type it in, type it in, type it in. Come on, come on. Tell me, tell me. Let's go, let's go. I just saw like the Italian gangsters in my head. The Italian gangsters, they're whispering. They're like, come on, come on. Tell me your birthday. What's your birthday? When is it? May what? May what? There's 30 days in May. Or what? 31? Come on. Spit it out. Hop to it. Hop to it, friend. What are you, May 19th? May 22nd? May 15th? What is it? You're a jack of diamonds? Italiano, you're a jack of diamonds. You represent entrepreneurial creativity, resourceful thinking, a youthful approach to financial opportunities. That's your power. Find youthful approaches to financial opportunities. You're innovative and you're adaptable. Hmm. Your energy enhances activities that involve financial creativity. You would love poker being a diamonds man. You're all about the money. You're all about diamonds is money. You might find yourself drawn to situations that require adaptability with resources or where you can apply inventive thinking to practical matters. There's a quick wittiness to your energy also. You have an enhanced ability to spot potential value where others might miss it. Hmm. You support trend setting approaches to finances. Hmm. and the courage to pursue untested but promising material opportunities. Hmm. Perhaps you'll be finding yourself generating more innovative ideas about wealth creation more than usual. The energy might highlight a need for balancing ambition with personal connections, potentially bringing awareness of how pursuit of opportunity affects your relationships. Now, while your energy represents wonderful possibilities for financial innovation and creativity, you might also create your energy also create challenges around focus or your patience as you're navigating all of your exciting possibilities that is like possible for you. Just stay grounded, remain patient. Everything happens in divine timing. Okay? Yes. Embrace your entrepreneurial spirit and maintain enough maturity and groundedness to transform your promise and ideas into tangible results. Yes, nailed it. Thank you for that, Miss Badu. you you the one who always calling me Miss Badu. Okay, all right, now I remember you, Italian. I got you. I got you. So yes, explore, embrace your entrepreneurial spirit, but remember to remain grounded. Yeah. And just be mature and wise in your decision making. Think before you actually make this decision, because you could be so excited with all the like that you got going on, all of your creativity, everything you want to do, but just like, ground yourself, have patience, prioritize things, what you want to do first, and have patience with watching your projects come to life, right? Because it's like a tree. When you're an entrepreneur and you have all of these ideas and your creativity is just like bursting, you're planting things. You're planting your seed there and planting there, and you have to like just have patience because when we plant, it has to take time to grow, right? So, yes. Peace and prosperity to you, Ray Ray. I hope all is well with you as well. Yes, you should play some poker too. Get into some poker. Why not? Eight of Hearts is your Jupiter? Wow. I'm an Eight of Hearts. Italiano, I come in your life to and to expand it. Listen to these words. Rewind it if you need to. Rewind this when we're done and listen to the Jack of Diamonds. Even get a video, like sign up for a session, like we could talk. All right. We could talk about this. Your spread, you know, your 10 of clubs is in your Pluto. So it's a bit of a challenge for you to get over, say, talking, communicating, putting yourself out there. Um, but once you do get over your challenges of like, say, just communication and talking, and once you really actually and get over that and put yourself out there, you're gonna shine. You're gonna be in like your reward is the Eight of Diamonds. That is like the Sun card. Bruh. Bruh. You got a dope spread. We could talk. We could talk. Yes, we could talk. Coffee talk. Email me. Oh, I'm setting up my business number too for you guys. So then we could just get rid of the email and then you could just text me. But you are so welcome, Italiano. I'm excited. And when you go play that poker and win big, you know my Cash App, you know my Zelle, you know my PayPal. Mm-hmm. I remember patience. It's like just because like, oh, I'm good at poker, I can play, but I'm gonna go tomorrow. Patience. Ground yourself. Maybe something comes in, you're like, oh, maybe I'm not gonna go today, I'm gonna go next week. And you end up going next week, and that's when you win big because you just listen to that, just patience. You, sweet. Shout out to all the Jack of Diamonds in the building, okay? There's only 8 days out of the whole year that you should be excited. You should be excited. Yes, Jack of Diamonds. Mm-hmm. And trust your instincts, because you have an enhanced ability to spot potential where others miss it. So it's like, you might see you might see great potential in something, and your friend might be like, nah bruh, that ain't gonna do nothing. But you see the vision because you have that. Like the Jack of Diamonds can see beyond. Yeah, you could see that. So you just, and that's why sometimes we don't tell the friends everything. Don't be telling everything to everything. Like keep it to yourself, and just see it to fruition. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah. What up, Tommy? Tommy in the building. That just made me think of that show, Tommy. Was it Empire or Power? What was Tommy in? Tommy Thompson. You a gangster? Because as soon as I saw Tommy, I saw Tommy in my head. The Queen. The King. Beautiful, right? And Italiano, just keep your focus. Just focus on yourself. Focus on you. Focusing on yourself is the best thing you can do. And it's not about being selfish or being an asshole. I'm not telling you to go out and be a bitch and be an asshole. No. You still have your compassion in your heart, look out for others, and still just focus on you. Focus on you, have patience with yourself, and all of your financial, innovative, creative ideas, and let is just gonna spark. Just let your entrepreneurial spirit just go with the divine flow. I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for you. I love reading these cards. What I could tell you about your card spread, oh man, who else? Somebody else put your birthday in the chat before I get out of here. I'll do one more. I'll do one more for you. Do one more for you. February 18th. Let's see. Seven of Diamonds. February 18th. Seven of Diamonds. Oh, I have money men in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's all these diamonds, man. Diamonds, men is money men. Okay, like it's the seven of diamonds represents an interplay between spiritual values and material concerns, creating opportunities to examine your relationship with wealth from a deeper perspective. Ah, and it's so interesting to see, how we all intertwine. it's very because mm, your energy could feel contemplative and testing, perhaps highlighting tensions between your higher aspirations and your practical financial realities. And your energy enhances activities that involve aligning material choices with your spiritual principles. Ah, basically, find the meaning beyond material acquisition because you could acquire a lot of material wealth, but you need to go deeper with it. It needs to be values based financial decisions. Do you get what I'm saying, Eduardo? Your financial decisions have to have values and morals behind it. Are you serious? We're at 20% already? Mate, wow. Just in an hour? Just in an hour, eh? Okay. Diamonds are forever. Diamonds are forever. I was driving the other day and it was on they're doing construction and there's white boulders. And it was diamonds are forever. Diamonds are forever. Diamonds are forever. I'm like, damn. It was I was like, oh, that's a message. Diamonds are forever. And then I'm like, oh, again. The whole thing was diamonds are forever. Diamonds are forever. Okay, Eduardo, you might find yourself naturally drawn to situations that require you to balance practical needs with spiritual or philosophical values. Perhaps discovering unexpected wisdom through material limitations or challenges. That is why we're so drawn to each other. Eduardo, you're here for my soul, not my feet and my you like my mind. You like the knowledge. You like the values and the morals that I stand behind. And that is where you you are that's where you're learning in a way. You're learning to align your spiritual principles, your morals, your values with all of your material, your financial choices. All you have to do is merge it together and boom, bam, nailed it. I love that. Your energy supports spiritual growth through financial experiences and finding deeper meaning in your relationship with the material world. You may notice increased awareness of attachments to wealth or possessions, perhaps finding opportunities to practice non attachment while still tending to practical necessities. So, your energy highlights areas where financial concerns overshadow your spiritual priorities, and you can't let that happen. Okay, when you see that happening, you have to bring it back into balance. Yeah, yeah. Exactly what it says, encouraging a more balanced approach that honors both dimensions of life. Exactly. Merging them two. Mhm. Now, while this represents wonderful opportunities for spiritual growth through material challenges, it might also create moments of doubt or questioning as you navigate this complex territory. This energy invites you to embrace financial challenges as opportunities for spiritual insight, finding wisdom through the integration of material and non material values. That is good. Always looking for knowledge and spiritual growth. And remember what I said the other day? Whatever you're looking for is looking for you. The knowledge is seeking you too. The knowledge wants you to know that it's saying go go on Google, look up Seven of Diamonds cardology. You're gonna learn so much. Or you could book a session and we could talk deeper more too. Either way. And but one thing I wanted to say when I was reading, you know, it this when you spiritual growth through material challenges can get very challenging, and it creates moments of doubt, because it's like, do we just live by these values and our morals and what we stand on and believe in? And, sometimes maybe your finances might take a dip or something, but you have to know those things is only temporary. You have to stand on your on your soul's core values, and yeah, it's and a good example, I feel, is me in this feet world, because there's so much I can do in this feet world to make a lot of money, but I don't, because it's just not my calling. I'm not going to do foot jobs. I'm not doing a lot. And so it's my spiritual values, my soul's essence, like pleasing my soul, my peace of mind and everything, my sacredness, that is my value. That is I stand on that. So I can't go and take just that fast, easy money, or go and do certain things, because it just, I have to, so. And then you might say, well, it's easy. You're not doing nothing wrong, da, da, da. But stand on your spiritual values. It'll take you so much further. Your morals and your spiritual wealth, your s- your spiritual growth is your material growth. As you grow in your soul, as you unpeel those layers and you really become who you're truly meant to be here, you stand on your morals, and you stand on what you know for yourself is right, right? You're rich anyway. That is financial wealth also in itself too. Remember that. Seven of Diamonds is deep, because the interplay between your spiritual values and material concerns, it gets really tricky at times. We want these fancy cars, we want the big yachts, we want the jets, and but patience comes into play. You have to be wise enough to even steward over those things, to maintain that type of lifestyle. If you have that, can you maintain it, right? What are you gonna do to maintain it? Another thing. Like, so, and the material things, they go away. What is the deeper meaning? You have to find a deeper meaning beyond the material acquisitions, because you know how they say you have rich people that are just unhappy, because the soul, they didn't live by, they didn't please, stand on their spiritual values. It's very important. Very, very important. Hmm. Seven of Diamonds is deep. All the cards is deep. All of them is deep. So much energies, right? And the thing with us is, once we master our cards and we know how to play our cards right, we help others. We help others in their process, you know? And isn't that a beautiful thing? Yeah. Make sure you go out and ground too. Grounding is always helpful. And what are you, an Aquarius? Meant to shine. Aquarius is like what is, I think it's the opposite of Leo. So dope. So dope. You are so very welcome. You are so very welcome. I'm a Sagittarius sun and a Scorpio rising. And a Taurus moon. Oh, but I'm an eight of hearts. The number eight, hearts. I'm an eight of hearts. hmm You want me to read you the eight of hearts? I could read you the eight of hearts. I love reading my card. Oh, the eight of hearts is an energy infused with eight of hearts energy radiates charm, magnetism, and social connectivity. I do get along with Tauruses. Me and Tauruses, we're cool. But it doesn't really matter the sign, it's your frequency and your energy level if we're gonna get along. If you get along with me, it's your energy level, right? It's your like all around auric, your aura field. It doesn't really matter about like the signs and certain things. They do play a part, yeah, because everything plays a part. However, it's your frequency if we match, right? hmm My energy calls for an awareness of how I use my influence. It brings responsibility to wield your personal power with kindness rather than manipulation. Overall, this energy encourages you to embrace your ability to connect with others while remaining mindful of the impact your energy has on those around you. Mhm. The more I read about my card, the more I read about my card was just like, wow, wow. When you just wow, just wow, just wow. But anywho, guys, this was so fun. It really was. Yes, it was so fun. I'm excited to see what next Saturday brings. hmm And why even go that far, right? How about even tomorrow? Let's just see what tomorrow brings. Take it easy. Everybody have a great night. I'm gonna get out of here in 2 minutes. Everybody knows I say bye like 5 times first before I say see you later. I am healthy. I am free. My mind has clarity. My heart has peace. I'm just reading the notes that I have on my wall. I've decided to share it with you. I am healthy. I am free. My mind has clarity, and my heart has peace. Beautiful. One more time for the people in the back. I am healthy. I am free. My mind has clarity. My heart has peace. Ashe and mashallah. Arrivederci. Arrivederci. What does that mean? I gotta go look it up. I gotta go look it up. Does that mean like good night or something? About to write it in really quick. Until we meet again. Oh, Italiano. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Arrivederci. I'm gonna say it all the time. Arrivederci. Buenas noches, Eduardo. Oh, I just love this. I'm all around the world. Been around the world and and I can't find my baby. I don't know and I don't know why. Why she's gone away and I don't know where he can be. My baby, but I'm gonna find him. But we have been around the world today. We in Ecuador, we on the East Coast, but in Italy at heart. I know, right? Italy in our souls. Buenas noches, arrivederci, sweet dreams, good night. Oh, that's beautiful. Classic, right? Been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know and I don't know why. Why he's gone away and I don't know where he can be. My baby, but I'm gonna find him. Who's that? Lisa. Lisa Stansfield, something like that. I was supposed to roll up before I go to the shower. Oh, I'm about to take the longest shower and do my face and put on my face mask. I could feel it now. Heaven. No, I like the original version. The original version, Lisa, that lady. That's who we're going to stick with. The original of the song. Let's not go with the other one, right? The originals is the best. The authentic, real, original track. Yeah? Yeah. Should I sing it again? No. Oh, snap. I'm going to do my little ciao, adio, arrivederci. So cute. Don't you just love Google? Google Translate, Google Map, like just do it all. Just let's go around the world. Just do been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when I don't know why. Why he's gone away and I don't know where he can be. My baby. But I'm gonna find him. Mm-hmm. Wasted too much time. Now I'm here crying. I. I keep getting distracted. What is that thing called when you don't focus on one thing? When you're supposed to be focused on one thing. And little mama, that thing is so good. I wanna do it again and again and again. Yeah. All right. Arrivederci. Buenas noches. Till we see each other again. Namaste.